Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Dean, and this is 5 Mesmerizing Minutes. Militant atheists, college professors who oppose the teachings of the Bible, if they would only investigate the Bible, they would find out that it's absolutely true. It's historical. It's the prophecies, the many prophecies that are in the Old Testament have come to fruition. The Bible is so reliable. Now, yesterday's program, and if you could just refer back to it, go to 5 Mesmerizing Minutes from yesterday, I said to you, one of these days, it's either in this life or the next life, you're going to have to reckon with the question of who is this Jesus? Who is Jesus? Well, Matthew chapter 1, verse 1 starts to tell you or give you the answer to who is this Jesus. Matthew, who was a hated tax collector, and you know who hated him? His own people, the Jews. When he turned to Jesus Christ, he was a different man. And then he wrote, as an accountant, he wrote the first line of what we consider the New Testament scripture. And his first words were, a record of the genealogy of Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. That is a power-packed sentence. Number one, why? Because genealogies were very, very important to Jewish people. Very, very important. Jesus' genealogy established his descent from Abraham and David. The Messiah, according to the Jews, according to the scriptures, had to have two qualifications. A couple of them, but just two of them were the fact that he had to come from the family of Abraham and he had to come from the family of David. And that's why the genealogy is so important. It's because Matthew said, if I can convince these doubting Jews that his genealogy is of the family of David, they will believe in the Messiah, Jesus Christ. That's why it's so important for Matthew to start out his gospel by saying to the Jews, a record of the genealogy of Jesus Christ, who is the son of David, who is the son of Abraham. A record of the genealogy of Jesus Christ, a record of the genealogy, that phrase that is not used very often in the scriptures. In fact, it was only used in the Septuagint, which is the Greek version of the Hebrew scriptures. It was only used in the Septuagint in Genesis 1 and Genesis 5. So it's not a phrase or not a clause that was used frequently. So it indicates that Matthew intended this phrase to mean record of the origins of Jesus. And this first verse launches us right into the central issue of the answer of who is this Jesus? Is he a fake? Is he real? And by placing the genealogy of Jesus in the first chapter of his gospel, it explains what Jesus' role in God's plan was, and explains the importance of putting Jesus in our lives. It took 2 chapters for Matthew to introduce the Christ, the Messiah. When he called Jesus the son of David, the Jews knew what he was talking about. the son of David. Well, it happens to be that in both genealogies, both in Mary's genealogy and Joseph's, they both came from the tribe, or they were ancestors of King David. Tremendous, tremendous, tremendous facts in the Bible. And you know what? If Jewish opponents could have demonstrated that Jesus was not descended from David, they would have disqualified Jesus' claim to be the Messiah. But the Jewish opponents couldn't do that. Why? Because their own records showed that Jesus was in the family of David and in the family of Abraham. We'll continue this conversation tomorrow. The Bible is true. I'm proving it right here on 5 Mesmerizing Minutes. This is Pastor Dean. I love you. God bless you. See you tomorrow.